Fox Business is reporting another possible round of job cuts at Morgan Stanley, even after slashing 1,600 in the past few weeks. What's more, the bank also plans to cut back bonuses, deferring anything over $125,000 until the start of next year. Time to bring out our panel. Larry Winget is the author of Shut Up, Stop Whining, and Get a Life. Carol Roth is a business strategist and best-selling author. And Andy Levy is the ombudsman for Red Eye on the Fox News channel. Carol, let's start with you.
Yes, well, you know, I'm a former investment banker, and I just want to say that this is not all Chicken Little, because bonuses are only a part of Wall Street compensation. They get salary, they get the cash bonus, they get equity, and they get deferred compensation. So I'm not sure if this is a little bit of PR here saying, oh, Wall Street, you know, we're feeling you, we're going to make the cuts, and we're going to cap everything at $125,000, or if this is really a long-term trend. So I think you have to keep an eye on it, but I do think
they're faking us out.
They're faking us a little bit. I do think the other investment banks will follow, because on Wall Street, nobody makes a bold move without everybody else following.
Larry, I mean, you know, we're talking about this as if our hearts go out. But, you know, look, we've had a lot of questions about some of the bank policies this year. If they have to suffer with a little less, I'm just not feeling it. How about you?
No, I'm not feeling sorry for any of the investment bankers, that's for sure. And, you know, we need to understand that they're not saying they're not going to get their bonuses. It's just that they're going to be deferred. They're going to spread those bonuses out over time. You know, if you hit us with a great big number, we all get really upset. But from a PR standpoint, if you spread that number out over a couple of years, it doesn't seem quite so bad, and it won't make near as much noise.
Andy.
Well, here's the thing. I agree that there's probably a PR aspect to this, but I think that's good in the sense that they're finally realizing why people hate them. You know, you've got these companies that are tanking. Morgan Stanley's about ready to release its fourth quarter report, which apparently they're going to show a net loss. It's not going to look good if you start paying out huge bonuses. And I think a lot of the problems people have with Wall Street is that these huge bonuses don't seem to be tied to production. You've got, you know, companies getting bailouts but giving huge bonuses.
The stock price.
Right, or the stock, or performance, yeah. So I think whether it's a PR move or not, it's the right thing to do.
Okay, well, sorry about that, Morgan Stanley. Let's talk about Congress. They're mulling over two controversial anti-piracy bills as we speak, but don't expect them to look them up on Wikipedia anytime tomorrow. The world's sixth most visited website is planning a 24-hour shutdown in an effort to protest these laws. Larry, have you taken a look at this? It's interesting stuff. A lot of people fighting over this piracy and what we should do about it.
Well, you know, this one's near and dear to my heart. I've created a lot of audio and video product over the years that I sell. And it ticks me off to go on the internet and see it all on there for free, because it costs me money and it makes a lot of my inventory worthless. So I care about this one. However, I don't blame the internet companies for it, and I don't want the government policing it. I think that's a mistake. I blame people who think it's okay to steal like it doesn't hurt people, and it does hurt people.
Andy, the government's so good at policing things like that, though, right? Yeah,
this is just what you want. You want the government to be able to shut down websites and entire domains, you know, if there's an act of piracy going on. Look, piracy is a huge problem for musicians, for filmmakers, for writers, for the companies behind them. But these pieces of legislation, SOPA and PIPA, are horrible. They're absolutely horrible. And the potential damage that they could do to the internet is almost incalculable, and this stuff needs to stop.
I mean, this is a ridiculous solution, Gerri. It's like saying, I have a splinter, let's cut off your entire hand as a solution. So I think that Wikipedia is coming back out there and doing the same thing. We're going to shut down our entire site for 24 hours as their ridiculous solution. But I do have one more prediction for you. I think that the plagiarism quotient is going to go off the charts tonight, because every kid that has a paper that's due on Thursday is going to do all of their copying from Wikipedia this evening.
Smart.
Can I just say, though, I do think, though, instead of Wikipedia going black, I think they would be smarter if they just had a page up there, if you went there, that explained why they were opposed to this legislation. I think that would be a smarter move than just going completely dark.
Well, now there you go, being logical all over again. Okay. All right, next time you're craving a BK value meal, and of course we mean Burger King, you won't even have to leave your couch to get it. Burger King is testing out delivery service in Virginia and Maryland in an effort to boost sales. The fast food giant is charging $2 for the delivery, and customers can order online or by phone. Will you do it, Larry?
Oh, now this is a really good idea. Let's make it easier for people to sit on their big fat butts and get food delivered to them. Of course, that's probably better than driving to Burger King, getting a big sack, and then feeding your face out of the sack while you're trying to drive. And it takes 30 minutes to get your food. When does fast food stop being fast if it takes 30 minutes to get it?
Well.
But Larry, this is what we do now. We used to dream about colonizing the universe. Now we put our resources to developing ways to get fat food to our fat asses faster at home so we don't have to leave. But look, if these guys, if Burger King has truly, they say they've developed this thermal packaging that will keep the burgers and fries hot and fresh. Probably, I don't think it's too soon to be talking about a Nobel Prize.
Wow. And what do you get for that? $100,000 or something?
All I want is my crap food delivered to me quickly.
Okay, well, that can happen here in New York City. Get anything you want to your door quickly. And we have to end it there. Larry, Carol, and Andy, thanks so much for helping us out tonight. As usual, you guys, if you don't have a smart answer, you have a funny answer, and that's even better.